Good morning, everyone. I love the buzz that is in here. Welcome to the Sierra Center for Spiritual Living. Happy spring, happy Beltane if you celebrate. Let's go ahead and start by standing and we'll sing our community song together.
Are you ready for spaghetti? Woohoo! All right. Everything I need to know about what lies before me. Everything I need to know about what lies before me is available to me. It's available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to do about what lies before me. Everything I need to do about what lies before me is available to me. Is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to be whole about what lies before me. Everything I need to be whole about what lies before me is available to me. Is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to be at peace about what lies before me. Everything I need to be at peace about what lies before me is available to me. Is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to know about what lies before me. Everything I need to know about what lies before me is available to me. Is available to me through the mind of God within me. Through the mind of God within me. Through the mind of God within me.
All right. Yay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Billy. And thank you, everyone, for lending your voices to that. Welcome again to the Sierra Center for Spiritual Living. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, whether you are here in the room or part of our beautiful online community, we want you to know that you are welcome here. My name is Rev Kay, and I have the honor of being your host today. All right, I'm not seeing any little ones in the room, but let's just rub our hands together and send some light and some love, and just knowing that this beacon and this energy is drawing children to the center so they can be filled with this beautiful teaching. I always think of how would my life have turned out if what things would I have not had to go through if I had known this when I was a little one. What a gift. All right. So every Sunday we like to remind ourselves who we are and what we believe. So we are a supportive, inclusive, spiritual community that celebrates all of life. And we do this by aspiring to live authentic life through the practical applications of the teachings of science of mind. And so we've boiled those teachings down into a high-level overview for you, just 4 things. The first is that all thought is creative and influential. I always like to say this is the good news and the bad news because it means that our thoughts are what's out picturing in our world. And so the bad news is that our thoughts are out picturing the things in our world. But the good news is that we have an opportunity to change that. As we change our thinking, we can literally change our life. Number 2 is that there is only God, that spark dwells within us, and to the point that we are willing to manifest that and allow that light to shine, it can overcome any darkness. And this means that evil and devilishness stops and starts right here in our mind. That at any moment we can turn within and choose to shine our light in a greater way. Number 3 is that everything in our experience is either a call for love or an expression of love. And so that expression of love is really easy when we're with our fur babies and our friends, and our heart just bursts open. But can we be in that same space of being love in those things that are a bit more challenging, that feel like that call for love? And number 4, my personal favorite, is that no matter what happened before this moment, no matter what you are going through or what anybody has told you, no matter what that inner critic in your head says, right now, in this moment, you are whole, perfect, and complete. Let's breathe that one in. Yes. Beautiful. And here at the Sierra Center, we also love to celebrate. And so do we have any first-time guests who feel brave enough to raise their hands so we can just applaud for them? Yes, I love that. Thank you so much for joining us today. There is a sign-up sheet over there on the tall table. You can sign up to get our newsletter. And online, you can also sign up on the website, and I'll give you that site in just a moment. It is also the beginning of May. Can you believe that? We're already in May. Yeah, that means it's birthday Sunday. Do we have any May babies in the room? We've got a couple. And how about online? Any May babies? All right, so let's sing our birthday song in the special way that we do here at the Sierra Center. Happy birthday to you. We're so glad you're alive. You're a gift to the earth. Bless the day of your birth. Happy birthday to you. We're so glad you're alive. You're a gift to the earth. Bless the day of your birth. One more time. Happy birthday to you. We're so glad you're alive. You're a gift to the earth. Bless the day of your birth. Yes. So wonderful. I always love that song. All right. And now we'll move into our more contemplative part of our service, and we'll start with our candle lighting. And so I'd love to invite Joe up to light our inclusion candle. We light this candle to celebrate the unity of all peoples, all faith, all beings, and all of life, honoring the infinity of oneness as all creation seen and unseen. This candle reminds us of the light of spirit within each one of us. Yes. Beautiful. We are also a praying community here at the New Visions, or at the Sierra Center for Spiritual Living. Can't remember where I am these days. And so you'll find in the seat back pockets of the chairs a lavender prayer request form. And you can fill that out and put it in the box that's just to the left of the door. And prayer will also be available after service with Rev Julia. Is she going to be online for us? Yes. After service with Rev Julia. And for those of you who are in our online community, you can visit our website after service, which is sierracenter.org, and click on spiritual support and then prayer, and then one of our practitioners can reach out to you. We love to celebrate with you any of the celebrations that you are having, as well as hold you in those moments when life feels tough and you just need someone else to reflect to you the beauty that you are. So do yourself this favor and give us this gift of allowing us to pray for you and hold you in that space. All right, then I'd like to invite Virginia up for our community announcements.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Virginia. I'm on the board of trustees here. And here are today's announcements. Join us after service for a special potluck and community town hall meeting. We'll share a first quarter review, highlight participation trends, and open the floor for meaningful feedback as we shape the future of Sierra Center, and your voice truly matters. Sacred Dance Circle will meet Monday, May 4th from 10:30 to noon. Please arrive by 10:15. RSVPs are appreciated. Judy's number is on the flyer. Poetry Open Mic with Rev Lanny will be held this Friday, May 8th, 5 to 6 p.m. $10 suggested love offering in person and via Zoom. We are taking teens to camp. Sierra Center for Spiritual Living received grant monies to send teens to camp ages 13 to 18 to CSL Camp in Oregon. They'll be going July 11th through the 17th. Registration begins, or it already began, March 18th, and see Rev Mitch for more information. And stay tuned for upcoming fundraiser for that, because we do need to cover transportation costs, we're hoping to raise about $1,800 for that. We also have Dr. Hazel Grace returning on Saturday, May 9th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the last segment of their very popular Art of Repair workshop. And this one is titled Clearing the Air. This 4-hour workshop focuses the second half of her 6-step Art of Repair process: acknowledge, impact, and restore integrity, guiding participants through the skills that return rupture into understanding. Hold on. If I put this closer, I can see it better. Rupture into understanding. Accountability and reconnection, and that's a $30 to $60 love offering. No one's turned away for lack of funds. The Advanced Alternatives to Violence workshop will be held May 16th and the 23rd from 8:30 to 5 p.m. This workshop is for those who have completed the basic workshop and want more, and for those who want to go on to become facilitators. $20 to $50 love donation, and all meals and snacks provided, and I've heard they're very good. Join us for our Consciousness and the Creative Process, an upcoming 6-week accredited Centers for Spiritual Living class facilitated by Rev Patricia Van Workum, held Wednesdays, May 20th through June 24th from 6 to 8:30, and that's going to be via Zoom. The course dives into the teachings of Thomas Trower. Tuition's $190 and includes a digital workbook. The required text will be The Creative Process and The Individual by Thomas Trower. And the rummage sale's been scheduled finally, June 27th. And you can help by setting aside gently used clothing, toys, small furniture, garden starts or house plants. Please hold on to the items until the day of the sale. It's a great way to declutter and give back. And thank you for your support. And see myself or Diane, and Diane is waving her hand, yes. Okay, and if everyone heard that, attractive pots, Diane will make succulent gardens, and we can sell those at the rummage sale. Okay, and then let's see what's next. Okay, fun. Now help me welcome to the stage Cassie Robertson from Bright Futures for Youth, our March Community Tithe recipient, who will come up and share a little bit about the organization. Come on up, Cassie. Cassie, come on up. Here you go. And this way we can hear you better. Here you go.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me and for having Bright Futures. We are grateful, so grateful for our community support. We are a positive youth development organization. For those of you who don't know, we have 3 core programs. The Friendship Club, which is a referral-based program for girls. We hope to catch them in the 6th grade and have them all the way through their senior year. And after we provide support to them in the form of scholarships. We built an amazing youth center for our NEO youth. Actually, that's for all young people, ages 11 through 25. We have a dedicated music room and a dedicated art room that's staffed. They do karaoke nights. We built a pickleball court in our backyard, so we're hoping to catch all of our kids and have eyes on them. And lastly, we founded the SAFE program, which is a program for our homeless youth. We have, unfortunately, about 250 kids on our radar. We do a lot of outreach, we do a lot of casework connection, getting them attached to their benefits and to housing. And so many of these young people are frankly truly ignorant about what they could be receiving. So it is our duty to provide that knowledge and hopefully the tools in their toolbox to go on to have a bright future. That's basically what we are in a nutshell, is an umbrella to hopefully provide all of our young people with a path to a bright future, providing them with the tools, providing them with agency, providing them with the ability to make good and safe choices. So that is what we do. I'll be here if you have questions for me afterwards. I'm so grateful to you. Oh, well, do you know where the Briar Patch is? Okay, so behind the Briar Patch at the top of the hill is a very creepy looking building. And that's where we're located. It's actually kind of amazing because through, I don't know, I call it Providence. That building belongs to Jen Singer's family. She's the executive director. And because of that connection, we've been able to sort of octopus our way into the whole building. And it's really remarkable. I encourage anyone to come up and have a tour. We love to show up our campus. Ree here can confirm that it's pretty cool. And yeah, so again, we are mostly, we do receive grant money, but we are largely funded out of our community. One of the things, if I could just make a tiny wee pitch, is we we love monthly donors, any amount, $5, $10, $100. It's one way to help support our youth. Thank you.
Thank you. And this is a tithe of 5% of our March gross, so thank you so much. We're so happy for what you do.
Okay, so info, flyers, and sign-up sheets are available for all the classes and events I mentioned in the foyer. And you can find Zoom links, details about all our announcements, and our weekly e-newsletter, and on our website, sierracenter.org. And just a friendly reminder to silence your cell phones, and we'll get moving.
Okay, so now, thank you, Virginia. We have a special ceremony. We're going to be recognizing Shara Banbury, and I'm going to invite up Shara and Rev Lanny to do the ceremony.
First, we'd like to invite Rev Julia in on the screen, I hope. Julia! She was up in the corner for a minute. All right, yay. So we just want to honor you.
Good morning.
And talk about all the things that you have done for our community.
Okay.
Go ahead, Julia.
Okay. I'm trusting that the technology is working, and I really want to thank our tech team. They are so amazing because it is complicated to zoom me in like this. So thank you, tech team. Appreciate you. Hi, beloved community. I can't see you, but I know that you're out there. And dear Shara, today this is about you. And I wanted to just say, you know what? We have been members of this spiritual community for almost the same amount of time when it was still called Sierra Center for Positive Living. I think you showed up about 4 years after I did. And so we've been on this journey together for a long, long time. So, dear Shara, today we want to honor your internal call at this chapter of your life to do less, and at the same time express our gratitude and appreciation for all the wonderful ways you have supported our beloved community over the years. I want to thank you personally for your prayer support because it's meant a lot to me. And I want to thank you for stepping up to support our center through our important transitions. I really appreciated it when I stepped in as bridge minister for you to come back and support us. So thank you. So today, I'm first going to share some of the many things that you've done to support our center, and then I'll turn it over to Rev Lanny, recognizing that we might forget something, because you are amazing. So in the ways of Seva, you have served us as usher, greeter, you've served us on special projects, you've served as our board of trustees president. You taught 13 plus different CSL classes. You attended 20 plus workshops. You attended 3 member and ecclesiastical retreats, one at Ananda, the Fox's Home, and also Zephyr Point, Lake Tahoe, Asilmar, and Orlando, Florida. You also officiated a wedding of one of our members. On Sundays, you've supported us by being the practitioner on the platform, as well as after service, being available to pray with people. And in 2024, during our transition, you even substituted for the minister by giving 3 talks. So I want to thank you for all of that. And now I'm going to turn it over to Rev Lanny to continue on with these wonderful ways you've been of service to us. Thank you.
So in addition to all that she has, Julia has told you, Shara became a licensed practitioner in 2012 after going through a series of classes with me, and that was a wonderful experience. And she became a member and changed her license to CSL Kauai. So she is a remote practitioner for Kauai. She served as practitioner to 43 private sessions with individuals. She was a member of the Centers for Spiritual Living Ministry of Prayer. That's with anybody who came from all over the United States and probably beyond who needed prayer could call her for 5 years. She participated in that. She also created and facilitated a sacred arts circle, and she was part of our spiritual book circle and the animal kinship circle, as when those are going, and also part of the compassionate care circle. So that was a wonderful experience. And that, of course, she created and continues to facilitate the North of 70 group that comes together with folks over 70 dealing with being over 70. Okay. And yes, with Lois Robinson, absolutely. Okay, and she also is a teacher and was a teacher in junior church, and she also established our lending library, and she donated books to that library. So, and those are probably not all that she has done, because she has been a really valued member of our community for these many years, longer than I have been here, for sure. So we have a little thank you card for you, and we have a plaque. Yeah. And we also have flowers. Yes. And do you want to do those now, too? We have many flowers. Many flowers, many flowers. And there's also a beautiful cake over there. Okay. Saying
You threw them, right?
and a beautiful cake over there that says, Shara, thank you for your service. So.
I just want to say thank you to all of you, and to all who have gone before you, the friends that have moved on in one way or another, and just remind us of who we are. I can't tell you how much I love this woman next to me. She means so much to me because she has been my mentor all the way. And I just appreciate having classes with you, becoming a practitioner at your bidding, even getting on the board when I said, no, I don't even want to do that. And finally, when we transitioned recently, during the bridge ministry time, Lanny's the one that pulled me back in. So that I went out during the pandemic to Kauai because I had other members who had been married there and had visited there. So that's why that happened. But I just want to say thank you to you all. And remember, you are all practitioners. You are all ministers. So whenever anybody in your life needs you, I know you're showing up with love. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Shara. All right, and now we have a little bit more music from Billy Bensing.
Check, check, check. It's a song called You in the Moonlight, and I don't play it a whole lot, but I'm going to play it today. Looking at the chance in your smile, hoping it'll stay there for a while. 'Cause you in the moonlight go so well, go so well. Yeah. Do you ever wonder who you are? Gazing at the twinkling distant stars. 'Cause you and the moonlight go so well, go so well, yeah. Well, the question's always on my mind. Really ever find the time? Do you ever think about tomorrow? Do you ever feel another sorrow? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You. Oh, in that crazy moon. 'Cause you in the moonlight. You in the moonlight. You in the moonlight go so well. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Billy. Oh, what a beautiful song. All right. And so now we enter into that, into our time of inner shift. And Rev Julia is our practitioner of the day, and she is joining us remote. And so she will do the sacred reading, after which I will go ahead and do the ringing of the bowl and the alms. And then we will go into meditation, and Rev Julia will bring us out with a prayer.
Good morning, dear ones. It is time for our sacred reading, and so I invite us to just take a deep breath and become still and begin to go within. From The Way of Mastery, page 253. Allow all things. Become willing to be one who cultivates the ability to allow all things. The mind that is free can do this. The mind that is imprisoned cannot. For the mind that is imprisoned is so because it insists that what it perceives should become different in itself, but that the perceiver need not change. And that is the very essence of imprisonment. One who cultivates that ability to allow is cultivating, in truth, the very act of forgiveness. It is releasing the world from its insistence that its perceptions be held as right. It is releasing from itself the need to hold on to its perceptions. Therefore, allow all things, trust all things, and thereby embrace and transcend all things. Thank you. One, there is one thing happening. It is the perfect outpicturing of the divine in, through, and all of life itself. It is everywhere present. It is all powerful. It is all knowing. It is all goodness. It is right here at the center and core of my being. I know this is the truth for each of us here today, that we are one with this one, that the one is outpicturing itself as you, as me, as we. We are it, and it is us. Realizing this as the truth of beingness, I claim and accept for each of us here today that sense of peace that comes from knowing this truth, that all blessings already exist in the one mind. They have already been given, and that kingdom is within us. The one. All the goodness, all the abundance, all the beauty, all the health, all the loving connections, the creative source is continuously pouring forth the bounty and blessings of the universe. I claim and accept for each of us here today that we are that source in perfect expression, uniquely as ourself. We are here on divine purpose. We are here as part of this community to come together as beloved community, to support and love one another, to know the truth for each other when we forget, that there is only one thing happening. The truth of it is God as love, moving in, through, and as us. This is the truth I choose today to claim, that we are love in expression. The power of love is greater than all else. And so I know for each of us and for our beloved Sierra Center for Spiritual Living, that all things are always working together for our highest good. For the universe cannot be against itself. And so I just give thanks. I give thanks for knowing this truth, for remembering our oneness with the one, that we are the divine in expression as love. And so I know and I trust that all things are happening on purpose, for a divine purpose, and that change is always happening, and change is good. I know and accept for each of us that there is a divine unfolding as our center, and that we are led and guided by Rev Mitch, and everyone has that connection to the divine, the knower of all, and that we move forward in harmony and beauty and love, knowing that there's always a solution to every challenge, and that everything has already been given. So there is no need to fear, but only love to embrace, to accept. I trust and know that there is a wonderful outpicturing happening in, through, and as each one of us as the divine. And so I give thanks for everyone who has come together this day to make this service what it is, a one of loving community, a beloved community. And so with gratitude for knowing this truth and knowing that all is well, I simply release this word into that law that has already said yes and is making the way prepared before us. And with this, I invite us to anchor this truth together as we say, and so it is. Amen.
And now we have a little more music by Billy Bensing.
Boo, 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 boo. All right, here we go. Hey, you've been with me all of my life. Dragged through my dreams like a knife. You follow me around, my old friend. Sometimes I just have to pretend. Well, if I believe, I'm gonna find a better way. Through new worlds I see the beauty of another day. Pain. Your love only takes me so far. Dream you could heal every scar. Your miracle's sure to me good. Well, you keep on saying it could. 'Cause if I believe, I'm gonna find a better way. Through new eyes I see the beauty of another day. Lover. Will I be free? If I believe, will I be free? Jesus took the whole world by surprise, drew out the truth from the lies. Your mission was clear to the end, to love and forgive and transcend. And if I believe, gonna find a better way. Through new wilds I'll see the beauty of another day. Jesus, if I believe, will I be free? If I believe, will I be free? I believe, will I be free? Will I be free? Thank you.
Let's give it up one more time for the Billy Bensing. Thank you, Billy. Very nice. Happy Sunday, everyone. Turn to somebody and say, glad you came today. Glad you came today. Glad you came. It's tinny. Glad you came today. Wow. Everyone heard the dog whistle. So good to see such a full room. So glad you're here. Your being here matters, and I really want you to hear that. We have some challenges as a center, and we're going to talk about it at today's potluck. If you can, please come. And I know sometimes people think, well, what do I have to say? Just your presence, being there, means a lot. It means you cared enough to show up. So please join us for the potluck and town hall. We have plenty of food. I even bought extra food, so don't even worry. We got plenty of food. Just come. We did get our quarter 1 results. They're not great, unfortunately, but we know we can turn that around. We also have the parking lot closing January 2027 for 18 months. So we kind of have a couple things to look at, which also we know that in the mind of the imagination and our using our power for good, we can create new things. We can just create new things. And so that's why we're having the town hall meeting today, to start the process of many conversations to come. Also, it is May Day, Beltane, and May is Mental Health Month. And I want to mention Ree. We have Ree here today with us. Stand up, Ree, or wave, or say something. There she is. And Ree, you can join Ree after service. She's going to be at the community counter. And here's the thing. World's tough right now. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of uncertainty. And that means there's a lot of depression. And what's worse about depression than just the feeling of it is feeling alone. Like you have no resources, you have no support. And Ree came today with resources and support. So please reach out to her. Maybe you know somebody who's isolating or who's been down, who may need a little support. You might be the light that brings them a brochure or encourages them to get some support. So I'm so grateful for Ree. Can we just give her a hand and thank her for coming again to support us today? And I didn't get to say much during Shara's ceremony, but I want to say that how grateful I am for Shara. She is a big pillar of this community, the larger community and this church, and has been instrumental in helping me step into the space, giving new membership classes when I didn't even know what the membership curriculum was, starting the lending library, which has been used by so many and has been valued by so many, and supporting the North of 70, just in the time I've been here, which hasn't been very long. And so to hear, Shara's resume of all the beauty and good and service she's done, it's been an honor to journey with you, and I'm so grateful. And Shara isn't done. If you need a prayer or session work, right, Shara? Still doing all of that really good work, and such a seasoned consciousness that Shara brings to everything she does. So I hope that we will, I know we'll still see more of her, and that you'll reach out to her as well. So sometimes we become our most creative when we're stuck in a crisis or unexpected event. And that happened for a couple that was in their 80s. They were traveling by train to Buffalo, New York to see their son. And they got off the platform, and there was no son to be found to pick them up. And it was snowing. The snow was just coming down, and there they were with their walkers. No transportation. But they saw a pizza place across the way. So they went over to the pizza place with their walkers, and they ordered a pizza to be delivered to their son. And they said, "Can we ride along?" And there they are. Not only got there, but with dinner. I thought that was a fun story. Today's subject is we're going to be talking about moving from crisis to possibility. I think this is a very timely talk. You know, we see a lot of crisis in the world, in our nation, in our communities, and we're having a little bit of a crisis here at the center as well. Has anyone ever found themselves in a crisis and then all of a sudden there's this weird portal that opens up to another way of moving or another path you never saw before? Anybody have that happen? Yeah, because crisis forces ingenuity, vision, and resource allocation in ways you never thought of before. So that's where the opportunity part is. You know, someone who turned crisis into opportunity, a whole community. Greensburg, Kansas. Many of you might remember the tornado in 2007 that hit Greensburg. It was 1.5 miles wide. And it destroyed 95% of Greensburg, Kansas. It's a small farming community, only had 1,400 people. Unfortunately, 11 people lost their lives in that event. Almost nothing was left standing. And every assumption about the town's future was, it's wiped away. 26 minutes as it moved through. You know, and they didn't take it a sign from God, we shouldn't be here or we're done. Instead, in the weeks after, the community gathered. And they made a decision not to go back to the old community, but they asked, what do we want to be? What do we want to rebuild? And a group of residents proposed something really audacious, something really out of the box. They proposed that Greensburg become one of the most sustainable cities in America. Every public building will be built to the highest green standard using renewable energy, a model for what a small town could be in the 21st century. Many people thought that was naive. I'm sure if you said, what do you think? We're California. I'm sure there was all kinds of opinions coming out of those town hall meetings. And yet, today, Greensburg runs on 100% wind energy. A wind took them out, and now a wind has made them famous. And now, it has become internationally studied as a model for community resilience and sustainable development. A town that was 95% destroyed became 100% reimagined because people who lived there refused to simply rebuild the past when they had a chance to build something worth seeing. Very inspiring. And here's the thing. Crisis is a turning point. It's Greek, krisis. It means turning point, a moment of decision, not an ending, but a pivot. Crisis is never meant catastrophe. It is always meant to choose a new direction or suffer the consequences of not choosing a new direction, right? That's what it means. And often crisis will bring up fear. And here's what I want us to remember. Fear is a messenger. Right? You don't have to fight the fear. You don't have to shame yourself for feeling it. Fear at its best is a wake-up call. Your consciousness is saying something may need attention. It might need prayer. It might need action. It might need acceptance of what is so you can move past it. It might mean just attending to your nervous system that keeps hitting the fear alarm, right? But it's a call for action. And so the problem is when we move into fear and we set up camp there and we start making decisions from that vantage point and actions from that vantage point, then we start vibrating with a lower and slower outcome, the actual fear that we're looking at. See, fear is actually an invitation to possibility is the response for us. We are the only species, by the way, on Earth that is capable of suffering over something entirely imaginary. And we do it constantly. And we call it being responsible, all right? I just got to be anxious about this. But when fear knocks, don't ask, how do I make it stop? Instead, what is this asking me to wake up to? What is it asking me to wake up to? What needs my intention, my creative energy, or my healing right now? See, fear can either be the verdict or it can be the summons. And that shift, which one you pick, changes everything. You know, devastation also happened to a small community health rehabilitation center during Hurricane Katrina. They served thousands of people with disabilities. They lost their facility, their equipment, their records, and their people that worked there scattered all over the United States. Their future was genuinely in question, and the leadership saw a fork in the road, and they did not hold meetings dominated by worst-case scenarios. They did not let the loudest, most frightened voices set the agenda. They did not make permanent decisions from temporary panic. And they did not confuse the loss of their building with the loss of their mission. Sometimes we need to remember in crisis what not to do. Here's what they did do. They gathered their core team and they asked a radical question. If we were starting over from scratch today, what would we build? And that question cracked open conversations that they'd never allowed before because they were comfortable. Right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Who's ever heard that? Right? But when it breaks, you can do more than fix it. You can innovate, just like Greensburg did. And so they ended up finding new ways of doing things. They partnered with new people they never thought of partnering before. They found new streams of income because of the disaster. And they didn't just rebuild what they lost. They became something more. Within 3 years, they'd expanded their outreach and impact even further than before the storm. And here's what their leader said. We decided very early that we were not going to be defined by what happened to us. We were going to be defined by what we choose next. By what we choose next, right? Because we know that directed consciousness. We can either direct the consciousness or we can let it direct us. That's our choice point. And this aligns well with something called the law of correspondence that says, as within, so without. And we can let the vibration of fear vibrate inside us. I missed the joke. We can let the vibration of fear within us dictate what happens without. Or we can choose vision and possibility vibrations within to shape the way forward, right? That's what they did. And we're always using the law of correspondence. You don't go, I think I'm going to activate the law of correspondence. It's always on the job. It's always activating. The choice is, are you going to move through it consciously or unconsciously, reactively or responsively? Ernest Holmes said, we are not dealing with conditions, but mental states. Imagine if we looked at everything that happens in our life through that lens. That's not a condition, that is a mental state. The outward condition, Ernest says, must change as soon as the inner conviction changes. You know, I've worked with clients now for over 10 years, and every time I can get them to shift the belief, all of a sudden, magically, that door opens, or the problem goes away, or the thing dissolves, or it gets better. Every single time. And you want to demonstrate more of this mind stuff, get in the classes, get with ministers, get with practitioners. We'll help lead you through it. So here's the invitation. The invitation is when everything gets tossed apart, or comes apart, or changes, or shifts, the invitation is to step into the dream, to what could be, the possibility, to start working in the workshop of the imagination. And your job is not to plan how We get really addicted to how in our society, and we let that limit what's possible. Stay out of the how, not your lane. Here's where I want you to step into. Now what? Or what now, right? Where could we go from here? What could become that we haven't thought of before? You know, maybe think of a past season or crisis that you've been through. Maybe it was a come apart of a relationship, or you lost your home, or a friendship. Or maybe you had a diagnosis and had to do life differently. How did you navigate that time? What showed up? What changed? What shifted? What lesson or blessing manifested as a result of that? You know, Frida Kahlo, she lost use of her hands and arms. She said, well, I'm going to stick a paintbrush in my mouth and paint. There's always a way, but we got to keep our minds open to that. And there's 3 things we can do to help us with this process. The first is to get curious, remain open to something new. And that's hard to do because everything in our nervous system is going to say this is going bad, everything's going wrong, this is going to be bad. We got to get beyond that. We got to stay curious, open to something could be better than we could see at that time. The second one is to suspend, but what about, right? And you ever come up with a good idea and somebody goes, but what about? And they just, right? Stay out of that. Stay out of that long enough to brainstorm. And the third one is ask yourself, wouldn't it be amazing if? Wouldn't it be amazing if, right? Greensburg said, wouldn't it be amazing if we became a sustainable community and a model for the world? That little health center said, wouldn't it be amazing if we could expand our reach and include more partners? All of which would have never happened out of comfortableness, out of what was. So here's the invitation. Right now, there's a lot of turning points going on. There's turning points in our world. What will our world become? What will our nation become? What will Sierra Center become? Or maybe right now you're dealing with a crisis. What will be on the other side of that? One story says, well, what are we losing and what's changing? And the other story says, what are we becoming? What is possible? Pick your story. And that will dictate your outcome. Because fear brought us to the threshold. That's its job, by the way. It woke us up. Now it's our turn to bring the best thinking, the best dreaming, the deepest curiosity to the crisis. Every crisis. And let your imagination and faith lead the way on what is to come next. And allow Spirit, the presence, the divine, to bring you down the road of the how. This power and presence that loves you beyond measure, that knows you better than you know yourself, and is all powerful, can open any door. That's the power that we're partnering with when we step into possibility. There is no ceiling and no reach too far in what we dream. A greater good is waiting for us on the other side of this. Let's go find it, and let's do it together. Blessed be. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can you put the survey link? If you do have your camera on your phone, we're doing a survey all month. We also have some paper surveys. So if you can't stay for the town hall meeting, you're welcome to scan this code. We want to get some feedback on the service. We want to get some feedback on the programs here and any ideas you have to up-level the center, because now's the time. We also want to hear the truth. We want to hear the truth. We don't want you to caretake our feelings or be nice, because we can caretake feelings and be nice to someone's demise. What we need to hear is what brings you here, what brings you into the sanctuary, right? Because without all of you here, there is no Sierra Center, at least not in this form, right? So if you don't like the ohms, say it. If we need to do better in another area, say it. If my messages need to change somehow, say it. We want to hear everybody's opinion. This is a we church. So thank you for scanning that, or please do a paper survey on the way out. Okay, if you will stand, we will do our affirmation. I will say it once and then invite you to say it with me. My spirit knows something greater is on the other side of any crisis I experience, and I have the strength, resources, and wisdom to journey through it together. My spirit knows something greater is on the other side of a crisis I experience, and I have the strength, resources, and wisdom to journey through. And so it is. Please have a seat. And if you will take your gift in your hand, you can also send your gift via text here to 44321. Type in Sierra CSL and you'll get a link online. Also, the envelopes in the seat backs have a little QR code if you'd like to give that way as well. So if you will say our intentional statement, giving statement with me. I give this gift with love and joy from a consciousness of abundance. Divine love blesses and prospers all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. All right, now the baskets will come around. So let's just take a collective breath in. And I want us all to just send our intentions of love, direct them into the energy of money. Let's program this energy of money with the Most High love, the Most High healing, the Most High wisdom. As it moves in and through and out this center into the community, the nation, and the world, knowing that it blesses the center and blesses the giver, pressed down and flowing over. I release this word, and together we say, and so it is. All right, some thank yous. Let's thank Pat and Javon, our ushers. I want to thank Joe, our candle lighter. Announcements today, Virginia. Streaming tech, Diana and Chana. Great job today. A lot of work. On sound, Sharon. Sign placer, Chana. Practitioner of the day, Julia. Give it real loud for Julia. Children's Church, Jess. Thank you, Jess, for always being ready. Platform hostess with the mostest, Reb K, thank you so much. And of course, last but not least, the Billy Bensing. So what are you taking away from our experience together today? Shout it out. Happiness, hope, curiosity, opportunity, gratitude, growth. Change the schedule. Imagination. Very powerful. Improvisation, yes. Motion. Sense of community and trust. Whew, we got a lot going on today. So good. If you will please stand, we will do our benediction. Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me right now. Something wonderful is happening as me right now. It's this thing called acting with faith. It's this thing called acting with faith. It's this thing called leading with curiosity. It's this thing called leading with curiosity. It's this thing called dreaming into possibility. It's this thing called dreaming into possibility. I know it. I feel it. I sense it. Because I am it. And so it is. Take us away, Billy.
All right. Boo, 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 boo. Check 1, 2. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that is meant to be. For God has created perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me, and this is the moment now. With every step I take, this is my sundown. Take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
All right. Join us for some cake in the lobby. If we can, please start pushing the chairs back so we can get the tables set up. Have a beautiful week, everybody.